Have you ever sat through a presentation that just dragged on forever? We've all been there, right? You're sitting in the audience, enduring this dull, monotonous lecture that feels like it's never gonna end. But then, think about those rare, truly captivating presentations that feel less like a lecture and more like a masterclass. They grab your attention immediately, they hold it, and you actually leave feeling informed, maybe even inspired. So, what exactly is the secret ingredient there? What makes a presentation truly unforgettable? Well, it's not just about natural charisma, it's actually about deliberate architecture.
Welcome to This Explainer. If you are a focused learner looking to completely maximize your impact in any professional setting, you are in the exact right place. Today, we are unpacking the ultimate toolkit for technical and business presentations. Whether you're stepping in front of a highly technical room of engineers or, a non-technical board of directors, we are going to look at the exact blueprint you need for commanding that room.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. The presentation blueprint, 2. Mastering the solo act, 3. Navigating group dynamics, and finally, 4. The ultimate presentation challenge.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the presentation blueprint, building your strategy. The biggest takeaway here is that great presentations aren't just winged. They are engineered from the ground up. Step 1 is defining your precise purpose, like why are you actually there? Second, you absolutely must understand your audience, the location, and the nature of the event. A pitch in a small boardroom requires a completely different vibe than a keynote in a massive auditorium, right? Third, you arrange and structure your material logically for that specific audience. And notice this, only at step 4 do you finally make your effective slides and hone your platform skills. Making the slide deck is the final step, definitely not the first.
So how do you really master that final step, those platform skills? Well, a golden rule from our source material is to literally watch the greats. Go watch YouTube videos of TED Talks or major motivational speeches. Pay attention to how they use their physical space, their pacing, and how they use visual aids to build persuasion. If you reverse engineer how the pros command a stage, you can apply those exact physical and vocal strategies to your own delivery. It totally transforms a standard reading into a real performance.
Now, presenting solo brings entirely different burdens compared to a team effort. When you fly solo, the weight of building rapport and handling the Q&A is entirely on your shoulders. It's all you. But in a group, the focus completely shifts to logistics. We're talking about delegating tasks, keeping the visuals uniform, and mastering those often awkward transitions between speakers. Let's break these two distinct formats down a bit more.
Moving on to Section 2, Mastering the Solo Act, focusing on the individual presenter.
Okay, when you are the only one on that stage, your very first critical requirement is a killer introduction of yourself and your topic. You got to instantly establish why you are credible and why the audience should care. From there, it's all about reading the room to build that rapport. And since you're the sole focal point, strict time management, that is entirely your responsibility. There is nobody to tap you on the shoulder if you start rambling. Finally, you have to stick the landing in the Q&A and feedback session, handling all those unexpected curveballs completely on your own.
Which brings us to section 3, navigating group dynamics, basically acting as a construction crew. Engineering a cohesive team presentation is kind of like solving a puzzle where specific challenges need very direct solutions. Got a mixed team? You need to embrace that diversity. Need to share responsibility? Delegate with absolute clarity. And to make sure your presentation doesn't look like a Frankenstein's monster of 5 different fonts and clashing colors, you must strive for uniformity. Honestly, the trickiest part is usually the transition phases between speakers. Where teammates might accidentally talk over each other. The solution there is relentless coordination and teamwork. Smooth handoffs can truly make or break a team pitch. And here is a massive point. Whether you're alone or with a team, time management is universally critical. Think about it. In a group setting, if one person goes just 5 minutes over their delegated slot, they are literally stealing time from their teammates. They could potentially ruin the climax of the entire presentation because the final speaker just gets rushed off the stage before the payoff. So, strict time management is an absolute requirement on both an individual and a group level. Finally, let's wrap this up with Section 4, the ultimate presentation challenge, putting it all together. 6. 6 is the magic number here. Imagine you have to form a team of exactly 6 people. It's a fascinating dynamic, actually. It's large enough that you absolutely must have strict delegation to function, but it's small enough that everyone still has a vital, speaking role to play. So your team of 6 has to take a highly technical academic research paper, propose concrete solutions to the problem, and present those findings using ICT.
information and communication technology. And through all of this, you have to successfully manage those complex group dynamics we just discussed. It's essentially the ultimate test. You're taking super dense, complex content and delivering it persuasively as a unified front, without letting the technical weeds bog down your momentum.
Surviving a challenge like this proves you have achieved what the source material calls impeccable leadership. In this context, that means demonstrating seamless presentation skills across any audience through proper delegation, problem solving, and management. It proves you can navigate the logistical hurdles. It really shows that it's not just about speaking well on stage, it is about leading incredibly well behind the scenes.
A true master of this toolkit essentially acts as a translator. You have to engage respectfully with a diverse team behind the scenes and a mixed audience in the seats. You must always keep their uniqueness and differences in mind. It means tailoring highly technical research so that the non-technical board members are just as captivated as the lead engineers. It is all about total audience awareness and bridging that gap between deep expertise and clear, accessible communication.
So, we have covered the structural blueprint, the heavy burdens of the solo presenter, the critical coordination of group dynamics, and the ultimate test of impeccable leadership. The tools to engineer an unforgettable masterclass are quite literally right here on the table. The only question left is, are you ready to step up, harness the chaos of a diverse team, and command the room? Keep learning, keep building, and present with purpose.